With the rapid development of media all around the world, nowadays originality is playing an important but controversial role, especially in the entertainment industry. As the originality has been valued, behaviors like franchising, which is buying others' copyrights, also has happened correspondingly. Videos that are showing on the screen now are similar entertainment programs between two different countries, like The Voice of Holland and The Voice of China, Chinese Running Man and Korean Running Man, etc. In each pair, one of them is the original one who owns the original copyright. From these visual comparisons, we can see the similarities between them. Some of them even have the same form of entertaining in the program. Then why do people choose to watch them? People at different age groups have different types of pressures. Adults have working stress, family stress, while adolescents have study stress, and even elders have stress from life and from their children. We all need a way to release our pressure, and like I said, with the rapid development of media in the world, people now intend to watch entertainment shows and programs in order to find moments of being happy and having fun. But in the meantime, thousands of entertainment programs are there for us to choose. How would you choose? Would you choose the original one or the franchised one? Think about it as a simple multiple choice question. What comes with franchising is the cultural influence it would bring to a certain group of people, or even to a country. This phenomenon triggered us to make this documentary around one conceptual question. To what extent is originality in entertainment industry valued on culture? In order to study deeper into this, we went to places that are outside of the campus and did several interviews with people, asking their opinions toward this question.
We interviewed several people on the Korean street to see their opinions towards franchising and its influence on our culture. To begin with, we asked them which TV programs they prefer to watch, the original Korean version of Running Man or the franchised Chinese version of Running Man.
But I heard Luhan take the Running Man in bed. I heard Luhan.
最主要对我来说，主要是邓超在里面。
But is celebrity the only reason for them to watch this program? No, they also prefer the original one because of the games, the relationship between the members, and also the value of originality itself.
我更喜欢韩国的，然后因为看过以前的，然后比较喜欢里面的人，然后也喜欢里面的那个游戏的形式。
反正我是喜欢韩国的那个 Running Man。
那为什么喜欢韩国的那个？
感觉就是因为是原版的吧。
What they are saying is that they believe the original one has a better development of games. The producers are always trying to improve their games, whereas the franchise version does not really pay that much effort on changing anything. Okay, so now we see a reason for people watching the original Korean version.
一开始就是。 首先一个就是 Running Man 是之前有的，之前我就是通过网络有在看，很喜欢这个节目。然后就是综合说那看了，首先一个我很喜欢邓超，所以邓超在里面当那个老大嘛，对吧？当队长，所以就是自然而然就是会就去看嘛。
So is there any similarity between these two? Of course there is.
他中国完全是效仿综艺节目，有没有就是缺乏创新的
形式上应该都差不多吧，摘名牌，然后做一些指压板这样的游戏。
So according to what they said, the Korean Running Man and the Chinese Running Man are totally the same. The members are the same, the setting are the same, and the games in those two games are basically the same as well. The Chinese version is really lack of creativity. So what effect would they have?
很多啊，其实很多国内的很多就是像现在正在说的节目都是买国外的版权的，对吧？
对
很多版权就是可能把一些好他们的国外的一些好的 idea 这种点子什么的，我们国内就是吸收过来，然后就是让我们国内的更多的就是现在工作压力很大嘛，然后差于就是很多需要释放一些压力，有一些好的那些正在说的节目进来，然后让大家觉得很放松，也是一种释放压力的一种渠道。
中国人受韩流的影响的话，会看一些韩剧、综艺节目，然后可能会喜欢里面的人物的穿着，然后一些说话的方式，然后做游戏的一些方法，然后做事的一些态度之类的。
Okay, so now from here we can see that this franchising effect is really not just influence the Chinese Running Man, but basically all the Chinese programs. The other programs see the success of Chinese Running Man and they started to do the same. All of a sudden, almost all of them are buying Korean TV programs rights and just copy and paste the games in China. So how does this happen? Well, some say that huge pressure on producing these programs might be a reason. And besides the influence on our TV programs, they also think that drama, clothes, speaking, and the way of doing things are all influenced by this particular Korean style. So this is really just focused on the difference, similarity, and influence between Korean Running Man and Chinese Running Man. So for these 3 questions, we also interviewed a close friend of our member's mother, who used to be the producer of one really famous TV program. And she answered our questions as well.
Alright, so about the first question, of course I prefer Running Man because most importantly it's the original version. You know, they have created all the plots, all the games by themselves rather than, you know, the Chinese version is, although they bought the copyright, I think they should design the games by themselves. And, you know, the Running Man members, they look much closer. They are natural. As for the second question, I think it's a good thing to buying the copyrights. You know, it bring mutual benefits to both these 2 countries. Like, you make profits for the original version, and also we can learn something from them. I mean, the Chinese version, we can learn something more, but actually we should add something more, like something more locally to combine it, to add some local elements into our own newly designed version. And the third question, I think it has both positive and negative effects. And for the positive one, it's good for us to learn something from others, as I have mentioned. But I think we should also realize the problem of like plagiarism. You know, in this way, people may tend to imitate others. I don't think it's a really good thing. I mean, you know, Chinese students' plagiarism problem has raised awareness of the world's, you know, attention. Like they tend to imitate others. They want to copy others' works, but without noticing that it's actually illegal or implied at least. So I think when we are buying the copyrights, we should keep something original.
That is a quick WeChat interview with a former TV program producer, as we have mentioned. Her hobby is to watching those TV shows, and she feels quite concerned about Chinese people's original ideas. I think her point gives us a warning about the plagiarism problem. During these years, Chinese students' plagiarism problem is quite famous in worldwide range. For example, the SAT test. There are always news about the cancel of SAT scores because of the plagiarism, especially the plagiarism of Chinese students. As a result, I think we must reflect on the phenomena, why there are more plagiarism problem in China, and why TV shows producers tend to franchising others' idea. Does that mean our originalities are not so important? The answer is definitely no. The reality is that the opposite. What we really should work on is originality. Despite of the interview we did on random choosing people on the street, by using the survey which we conducted on the internet, it gave us a much deeper feeling of although people might have the intention of watching the original program, the truth is that the most of them are confusing or actually don't know which program is the original one. So, in this question, above 80% of people found difficulties in answering the questions of finding the original program, and we can see a great percentage of the answer actually is incorrect. Therefore, we come up with the conclusion which people like the idea of the originality shown by the entertainment TV program, but the reality is that they didn't realize what they are watching, the program are actually franchised by the other companies. So, according to the data we collected from the survey we conducted, I think it is quite good since it is successful to include both male and female in it, which give out a general idea of the majority, whereas it is obvious for us to see that a lot of people are actually confused about the question we give below. We put in the programs which are actually franchised by different countries. For some popular programs, for example, the Running Man in China and Running Man in Korea, people can easily to distinguish which one is the original one. However, in the most case, the data presents that people are 50% and 50% to both programs. For example, Sing My Song in Chinese and Sing My Song in America. And also, we got married and we are in love. Especially for Sing My Song in Chinese and Sing My Song in America. This question gives us an intention that people are not confident enough to say that this program is actually original in China. They hesitate between China and America, like standing on the crossroad. So what makes Chinese people are not able to know that Sing My Song in Chinese is actually the original one? This is how the originality in entertainment industry valued on culture. Too many franchising programs make people to accept other ideas easily and lost the trust of their program's creativity. Besides that, another evidence can support this idea also shown in the survey. When we asking people what makes them prefer to watch those original programs instead of those that have been franchised, almost in every answer they mention creativity and original or originality as concept. Which link to the culture of China, these days we can see China's is growing. More and more imports such as Muji, Apple, Samsung, McDonald's, design, and also on games. Therefore, franchising program is only a little part, but it helps to reflect the lack of creativity of China as one of the stereotypes of China nowadays. Therefore, it is clear to see the influence on Chinese culture. However, not only on China, but also all over the world, we can see people admit that almost everything has been affected only because of the franchising programs. For example, food, clothing, festivals, movie, comedy, lifestyle, entertainment, appearance, TV programs, and jewelry. We can see these stuff are actually play a pivotal role in our daily life, just only because of the franchising programs can affect it on that. So gradually it will affect our culture. Therefore, now I'm ready to say that originality in entertainment industry influenced on culture heavily.
Well, after our documentary, do you know more about different programs from different countries? Do you know The Voice of Netherlands is the original one? Do you know Britain's Got Talent is the original one? Do you know Sing My Song in China is the original one? You may know after this, but it also shows a serious problem all over the world. Not only China is buying copyright now, also United States, Britain does. So, here we talk this video. We just want to let more people know about this. Also, we hope we will have more and more original programs appear. Although by copyright of other program is fastest and easiest one to make. Only original one can attract more audience. So, more original based on culture, more audience, more enjoyable, just enjoy it. With more original entertainment, instead of franchising ones, there are less influence from other culture. We will know more about our own culture. Although originality on entertainment industry have strong effects on our culture, we still want to watch more entertainment based on our own culture, which is original. Thanks.